All right, so we're going to be looking at linear inequalities. All right, linear inequality is an inequality in two variables whose graph is a region of the coordinate plane that is bounded by a line. To graph a linear inequality, first graph a boundary line, then decide which side of the line contains the solutions of the inequality and whether the boundary line is included. Guys, I'm going to go through explaining how to do this exactly. I'm going to show you the way that I solve this. All right, some people do it by testing values. I do it a little differently. I like my way. All right, so first thing you're always going to have to do is get y alone. We're going to plot the y-intercept and then plot the slope. All right, we're going to do a lot more than 2 points though. When we do the slope, we're going to end up probably doing about 4 or 5 different points. All right, we want to make sure our lines are good. Decide if the line should be solid or dotted. Does anybody know the difference for solid and dotted? I mean, it's up there, but off the top of your head. Yeah, Dante.
Dotted's like just like less than or less than or greater than, and then straight is just like less than or equal to or greater.
Good. Another way I like to remember it is we know it's solid because look, underneath it also has a solid line, guys. That lets us know it's also going to be solid for that reason. And for shading, this is what I do. You turn the inequality counterclockwise, which is to your left, and you see which way it's pointing. All right? You only turn it a little bit, guys, 90 degrees. Does everybody know what 90 degrees is? If I'm standing here, 90 degrees. All right? You turn it 90 degrees to the left. If the inequality is facing up, you shade above the line. All right? The way I like to reference above the line is if I could stand on it. All right? If it's facing down, you shade below the line, which means if you tried standing, you'd fall to your death. All right?
I want to do that.
And we're moving on.
And that's on recording.
All right, moving on. So we're going to graph the inequality. Y is less than 1/2 x minus 3. So again, the first thing we always want to make sure is my y alone? Yeah. So I can plot my y-intercept, -3. 1, 2, 3. Guys, you will need graph paper for this entire section. So make sure you grab some. Okay, now we're going to do the slope. How do I move for my slope of this problem? Hope?
Up 1/2.
So I'm going to go up 1 and then to the right 2. Now, I'm not going to stop there, guys. That's kind of too close. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go up 1/2 again, up 1/2 again, down 1 and to the left. This is important to do, guys. It gets you better at graphing if you keep extending it. The next question we have to ask ourselves is this solid or dotted? So we take a look at our inequality sign. And what does that tell me? Alex? It's dotted. So I'm just going to dot the line. All right. Now our sign is a less than sign. So I'm going to turn it counterclockwise to the left a little bit. When I do, which way is the arrow going to point? Down. It's going to point like that, right? If I turn it to the left a little bit, it's going to point down. Since it's pointing down, I shade below the line. Which side is below the line? 1 or 2? 2.
That's it.
And you're done.
Oh, that's a good way of remembering that.
You're welcome. What's wrong?
What does that mean? That thing?
This?
Yeah.
So that's like a, you know how you turn something? That's saying you turn it to your left a little bit. If I could grab it, I would, but I can't.
That would be so cool.
All right. That's
Right.
weird.
They should make
Okay.
something like that.
If you could just like pick it up and turn it.
It'll be there soon. No. I'll be able to do
The
that.
technology to do that?
Yeah.
It probably is on certain programs. I'm just not running any. All right, next one. Is y alone?
No.
Let's get it alone.
All right, wait.
Oh, not yet. First step. Ryan.
I just have a question. Does it have to be just y, or can the two be with it?
Just y.
Oh.
Y has to be alone. First step.
Move the 4x over.
Good. I'm going to subtract 4x to both sides. So I have 2y is less than or equal to a negative 4x plus 4. That's easy so far. What's my next step? Divide by 2. Divide everything by 2. Y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 2.
Oh, this is easy.
Now we have to graph this. I start at plus 2. What's my slope, Ryan?
Negative 2 over 1.
So tell me the motions I have to make.
You go down 2 over 1.
Which way over?
Right?
And now I'm going to continue that because I want to make sure that my line is good. Now, I want to go up too. I don't want to just go down. I want to go up. So I can go up 2, and then now I go to the left 1. You see how it's continuing this line? All right, Ben. Looking at your inequality sign, is this a shaded, is this a solid, or a dotted line? Solid or dotted? Is there an inequality sign?
Solid.
Why?
Because it has a line.
There you go. Draw a solid line going through my points. Oof. Okay, I'm grabbing my inequality sign again. I'm going to turn it a little bit to the left. And which way will this point, Mary, if I turn it to the left? So if you grab this physically, we could, and I turn it just a little bit.
It would be like this.
Yes, it will be facing down.
I don't understand the point of that though. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Why?
That's the test.
Hold on. So, see how it's pointing down? It means we're going to shade below the line.
Oh, okay.
So which one or 2 is below the line? Which one, if you try to stand on, you'd fall?
2.
2.
Both of them.
You wouldn't fall standing over
You
here.
slide.
You're just like, you could do it.
I know what you mean.
You'd be safely sliding off.
Like a slide.
Yeah.
And then that's where the slide was going.
Any questions so far?
No.
All right, let's move on.
Wait, no. With that little
Yeah.
thing
Wait,
where
but
you
it's
turn it,
Yeah,
you always turn it that way.
always to the left.
Okay.
All right, next one. Do we have another one for you guys to do?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You guys do C.
Oh, thank you for giving me.
Hey, what's the y-intercept for C?
0.
Go. I don't want to keep you on spot.
Okay. Just go for next one. Can we do D too? Or
Yeah, if you feel confident, go for it, man. Just make sure you get y alone first. Remember the rules. Now for D, as another hint, I would also rewrite it so that y is on the left side. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I would rewrite it so y is on the left side if you got y alone. Just be careful with that one. There's a lot of stuff going on there. I wouldn't graph it yet if you solve it on your own.
That's such a good trick. That thing.
We're pointing now. Oh, okay. You like that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how we did. Who doesn't talk in this class? Ryan doesn't talk in this class. All right, Dante. Get me started. Is y alone first?
Yeah.
Continue.
Alright, so you start at 0,
Excellent.
and the slope is 3 over 1. So you go up 3 over 1.
Over is to the right, right?
Yeah.
Okay, continue. So you just kept doing that, right?
Yeah. And then when I got there, I went down, then down 3 over 1 to the left.
Excellent. All right, solid or dotted?
Solid.
Okay.
And
My line's not that great, but so turn it a little bit to the left. Which way is it going to face?
Up.
So it points up. Which side do I shade?
top, number 1.
One. Okay. Excellent. Any questions on this? Good work. All right, let's do D because that one's actually that's a good one. Do you guys want to? Anybody want to challenge themselves for a second and try to solve it? Okay, I'll give you guys just a second then. Try to solve it to get Y alone. All right, we don't have much time. I want to make sure we get this one done. So I'll give you 1 minute to solve it on your own.
Right. Solve for X. Never mind.
Would you say never mind?
Yeah, because I don't remember how to solve for X in this.
We're solving for Y.
I know, I meant like. Oh! Never mind. I got it.
Oh, I'm gonna go for you.
Almost correct. Here's your last step. This is where you made a mistake. I'll show you. Excellent work, though. Really, really good. Yeah.
You want to look at it?
See if it's right. Well, I want to get it going. All right. So we have x over 3 is less than negative y plus 2. Okay. What would be my first step to start getting y alone? You want to move the y over? Okay. So you move the y over. What'd you do? Okay. Guys, there's multiple ways to do this. So don't, if you did something different, it does not mean you did it wrong. So now I have y plus x over 3 is less than 2. And then my last step. Excellent. So then what she has is y is less than negative x over 3 plus 2. Now for anybody that did it differently, I'm just going to solve this real quick so you can see the steps. If we subtracted 2 to both sides, x over 3 minus 2 is less than negative y. When I rewrote this, I would have negative y greater than x over 3 minus 2. But now I have to divide everything by negative 1. Do not forget the rule. When you divide everything by negative 1, your inequality sign flips. All right? And we have the same thing. So you choose which one works for you. It's okay. You're going to get the same answer in the end, and that's what really matters. Now I'm going to graph it. I'll start us off with plus 2. I want you guys to take a second and try to think and remember what this slope actually is. Try to get in your head what the slope is. Negative x over 3, what it actually means. Dante, you got it?
And negative 1 over 3.
Excellent. Guys, that's negative 1 over 3. Be careful about this. People make mistakes with that. Which means you're actually looking at it like this. Negative 1 over 3x plus 2. So down 1 to the right 3. Down 1 to the right 3. Down 1 to the right 3. Up 1 to the left 3. Up 1 to the left 3. I'm going to call on somebody who hasn't said anything.
No, I have a question.
Oh, shoot.
When you have negative y is greater than x over 3 minus 2, like, why do you have to divide all that by 1?
Here?
Yeah.
Because you can't, it has to be a y. It can't be a negative y.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Good question. Solid or dotted line? Dotted. Guys, make sure I can tell your line is dotted and not solid, and vice versa. Okay, so be careful about that. Now, when I look at my inequality, I look at it at the end. When I turn that, Mary, which way is it going to face?
Down.
Down. So which way do I shade? 1 or 2?
2. I have the
Any questions, guys? Please get graph paper. You will need it tonight.
I'm just gonna go buy a graph paper notebook.
You can. I have a student that did that.